Hello CrossFitters, we are talking about pass-throughs with a purpose today. And the purpose of a pass-through is not to touch only your butt. It is to touch other people's butts as well. I don't know. It's actually just saying that this is not the only goal in a pass-through to get it around to the butt. There's three things that I personally would suggest when you're doing this simple warm-up drill. And the first one you're looking at is flexibility. And if you're going around to touch the butt and all you feel is your movement of the PVC, you're not feeling it in the chest or the pec, then I would say bring your hands closer until you feel the pec getting stretched out. That's gonna help with the flexibility of your shoulder. And so that is goal number one. And then goal number two, I would say when you're doing a pass through, as you make your way back to your butt, is shoulder rotation. And if you feel like your shoulder is not rotating in the socket freely and there's a sticking point, I would suggest as you go on your way back, if this is the sticking point, stay there, kind of press away from your body and then rotate just slightly and then come back forward, go back up, press away, rotate slightly, and then go back and forward, and just work it until that sticking point goes away for a couple cycles, and you're helping with the stability of the shoulder so that when you get a little bit more aggressive in something overhead, your shoulder knows how to rotate quickly and unrestricted. So the first one's flexibility. Make sure you're feeling the stretch in the pec. Number two is stability, rotation of that shoulder, and that it can move freely as it goes up and overhead. And then the last one would be awareness and just figuring out as you do this pass through, pushing away from the body. Shoulders are elevating up towards the ears. As you go back, you're pushing it towards the wall behind you. As you go further back, pushing it towards the floor behind you, and then touching the butt. Keep pressing it away from the body, and then up overhead, and then back around. And what you'll learn is awareness, so that when you're overhead here, you know what locked out position overhead is like, so you don't find yourself out in front or too far back and overextended in the spine. But learning what overhead position feels like. So those are the three things I would say with pass through with a purpose. Don't make your only goal just trying to get it back, touch the butt. You want to have other things, stretching, get stability in the joint that it's rotating freely. And number three, that you have awareness of what an overhead locked out active shoulder position feels like. And so what I would say is subscribe, follow us if you're on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. Subscribe if it's on YouTube so that you can follow us as we have more tips that will help you find yourself at the top of the leaderboard during the WOD of the day. And otherwise, I would say comment in the section below. If you've never done a pass through with those three things in mind, I would suggest giving it a try, see what it feels like, bring those hands in closer, get that stretch, find that stability, rotating shoulder, and build a little bit of awareness. And let us know your experience in the comments below, and we would love to hear from you. And then also, we will see you soon on our next tip for you CrossFitters to find yourself at the top of the leaderboard.